Ready? Okay. Hey, everybody. This is Pete from the Spin Rack, and we also have
Calvin Ellis, ready to rock.
now today we have a reaction video of Army of the Dead, right? So when you've done a number of movies, you get your big name in Hollywood, and at some point your star is on the low ebb, but then there's a buzz around your name for a certain thing we know as the Snyder Cut. Zack Snyder decided to go back to the well that gave him the notoriety that he got before. Action-packed zombies in the Army of the Dead. And we're going to do a reaction video. We're going to react to it and talk about this. And we're not going to let Cal go in on the Snyder Cut again this time, even though it is sort of related. But
try to stop me.
Here we go, everyone. Ready, set.
Mr. Ward, how would you like to make $50 million on a warm summer's eve? On a train bound for nowhere, met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness. Boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, son, I made a life out of reading people's faces. Think about it. Everything we did, all the people we saved, the way they held their eyes. Look what it does. You don't mind me saying. And what if? I can see you're out of it. Not just once. We did something just for us. You ready to play?
That's where it goes.
In the vault beneath the strip.
Things picking up.
Our window to get it. Find the safe. This should be a simple in and out. It's not too late to go back. What the?
What the hell? Oh my gosh.
The zombie queen.
They are.
Dude, this is
Smarter.
freaking
They're faster.
California. Knows how to.
Oh, scheiße.
You guys. Know when to fall. Know when to walk. Know when to run. You never know. When you're sitting at the table.
Bang, bang, bang.
What is this?
Oh my
A
god.
zombie tiger. That's crossing the line.
In his final words, the gambler, he broke even. In his final words, I found needs that I could keep. You got to go in the hole. That's the best thing about this trailer.
Yo.
Classic song. If you don't know it, you're corny. I don't like you. You need to go away. Great song by Kenny Rogers, the Gambler. Okay, so instructive. Every man should know that song. That's a guide for life in certain instances. Yes, know when to run. Don't waste your time bragging, counting that money. Get the hell out of there. Okay, I guess we got to talk about this movie now.
Yes.
Can we talk about The Gambler instead?
We can talk about The Gambler, but I just want to, where is this thing? This is
Gambler was great. That song inspired 3 made-for-TV movies, all starring Kenny Rogers, and they were all successful.
Wow, that's pretty good. Hold on for a second. Let's do one thing. So I just wanted to go here. Notice what they did here. The director of 300, which was a good movie. Then they slipped in Man of Steel, right? Now, why would they do that? No, I'm throwing a landmine now. That's definitely we went over a landmine. But then Dawn of the Dead, and somehow I'm saying we are in the same mind, Cal. But you see how they don't put names of movies unless people think it's a good movie, and somehow there's some nuts out there that feel that Man of Steel is good, and somehow that's the highlight of this thing.
They know who they're targeting. You say 300. 300 was a crowd pleaser. Everybody liked that. Everybody liked that. And the Man of Steel, you get two things with that. One, you put Man of Steel, unless you say Superman, some people aren't familiar with that. Oh, Superman's the Man of Steel? They're like, okay. But all those guys who love the Man of Steel, they know what this is. They're like, oh, yeah, some more Snyder stuff? So what is it? You can thread the needle that way. How do we get these guys in, okay, without tipping our hand that it was that nut who made that movie, who made those other movies, so we can still get him in? That looks so, that's probably the most tired trailer I've seen in a while. Just come on. I understand. I mean, look, I saw one of his zombie films. I think he only made one. So I saw the one that he did, and I thought it was cool. You know, he took a totally different tack with the whole thing. The whole idea with zombies, that the threat of them was the multitude of them. So even if they weren't moving really fast or anything of that nature, eventually you get tired and they just keep coming. You know, you just can't get away from them, or you're surrounded, or something happens and you didn't know they were there. Now they're just encompassing you at the end of the day. These things, they don't even need to be zombies with the speed and the leaping, and they got a tiger now too. You know, got the zombie queen, you know, making it like almost like like aliens or something at the end of the day. So you got the whole cast, okay? You got, of course you got the lead dude, tough guy. You're gonna get the other tough guys together, and then they're gonna get themselves in this situation when they're like, oh my God, I had no idea that we were gonna be put in this. Like, why do you think they were giving you so much money, idiot?
Yeah.
Okay, because they thought they weren't gonna have to pay, because they know they're not gonna have to pay you.
Yeah, not everyone's gonna be coming out of it. And I mean, ultimately, I will disagree and say, as far as trailers go, it's an exciting trailer. Obviously, story-wise, it can't go anywhere. Now, so I would agree on that point of why you dislike the trailer. Now,
I agree with you. It is an exciting trailer because once again, we got to hear that great song by Kenny Rogers, The Gambler. That always brings out excitement in my heart. That's a great song, classic song. Everybody needs to know it. It spawned 3 TV movies, all starring Kenny Rogers, and they were all successful. I recommend that you go see those.
Okay, all right. You did this. You repeated. We got it. So I want to say on this.
Get it again.
I want to say that they have a lot of talent in this thing, and when I mean talent, I mean who is that?
I recognize a couple of people. Dave Bautista.
Yes.
I don't know his name. Cat who plays Ghost on the Power. But some of these people are fresh to me. But yeah, look forward to getting to know them.
Yeah, that's the thing. They got Homegirl here, another fan. Got Ghost doing his thing.
I don't know though. Look, I'm gonna try to be real. Were they really
Tig?
Her? She's on Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah, Tig. That's her name. She's a comedian. Ghost showing off like being shaped as Ghost has been, and
that's exploitation of the black male. Exploitation.
But I think as joking about the hotties and all that stuff, this part here.
I'm not joking.
This part here is the thing where, and not to say that it's jumping the shark, but what the thing they are doing is something that this is the apocalyptic movie, and now they're taking the apocalyptic movie and doing that moment after apocalypse where the new garbage society where people come up with headdresses and all this wacky stuff that they used to play, those grindhouse films. So it's kind of mixing that post thing, but instead of the regular humans having that culture, somehow the zombies have developed their own culture and they have their zombie queen.
It didn't
Look at
just
this.
jump the shark. This jumps the shark, screws the pooch, nukes the fridge, all of that. All of that. Because this is not what we're not supposed to be afraid of zombies for this reason. And then look, you get the whole scene with like they're faster, they're stronger. So the story's over. The story's over. You can't take these guys hand to hand, as it's shown with Dave Bautista going, he's trying to knife, and this guy's just like, oh no, you're never going to catch me. So it's stronger, it's faster, it must be smarter because they're not trying to get into a situation like these guys are that are being dumb enough to go and fight stuff that they can't contend with. You don't have enough bullets to contend with these things. So I don't know. There was this cartoon.
Look at these guys.
There was this cartoon some years back. I can't remember the name of it, but it was the humans, and they were fighting against these things that they made. These giants. These things are like 14 feet tall, really powerful, and people had enslaved them, and then they rebelled, and then they enslaved people. And the question I keep asking is, why in all of these things do we create stuff that's more powerful than we are, and then we're surprised when they try to take over?
Yeah.
So that's the scenario you're putting these cats in over here. That's a cheap moment with the whole Elvis stuff. Just stupid. But you come over here and you're like, all right, I understand. There's one thing you're fighting against, like, you know, the aliens or something of that nature. That's where you're like, hey, we're trying to get the hell out of here. We're trying to get out of here, and this thing is pretty much in the way, so we got to contend with it. Here, we're going to send you into the situation where certain death is pretty much going to happen. There's no amount of weaponry or such that's going to help you, especially since one of you guys get bit, you're joining the other team. Ah, man, what did they do? Man, Garfield, what happened to you?
So, with that said, it's exciting. They're probably going to put Zack Snyder where he wants to be. Get back as a success in the theaters if he can. No, it's on Netflix, so he's already made his money off of this stuff. So,
when's it coming out?
I think it's soon. I think it's the 20. Did they say here? Let me get out of this thing. May 21st.
Oh, good.
On Netflix in theaters. So I mean,
I'll watch it. We'll review it, and definitely, I'm gonna give the fair and balanced Zack Snyder criticism that I always do.
Yeah, right. But that's it.
He messed with Superman. He should have never done that. I will never forgive him.
So with that said, Zack got a new sort of thing in the actual descriptions on YouTube. They do have Zack Snyder, 300 Watchmen, and Justice League saying, "Hey, why don't we highlight the stuff people know?" You're like, do people even remember what's that thing?
He's finally taking credit for Justice League, the theatrical cut as well. He's finally doing that.
Netflix is saying, why, you don't want to put it in the trailer. Why are we putting Man of Steel in the trailer? You just did Justice League. Like, the marketing people make sense. Put what's gonna sell, at least what gave you some credit. But he's like, nah, it's kind of not my thing anymore. I've kind of moved on. But I guess that's gonna have to be it for this one. I guess, yeah, it's on Netflix. Why wouldn't I not watch it? It's gonna be on there. I'm gonna see it and we can complain about it. And
yeah.
Theater-wise, I'd probably wait till it was on Netflix. So it's the same deal. So
it's on there. I already paid for the subscription. And hey, I know a lot of you guys come in and you tune into the show just so you can hear some good old time-honored Zack Snyder criticism. Fair and balanced, of course.
I don't know if they've come yet for that, but hopefully they will. All right.
Come for the criticism, stay for the bashing.
There we go. Spin Rec.
Ow. God, that was an awful trailer.
Stop it.